Hi everyone, it's me, Krillia, Team Rayceen Productions MC and producer. And for this special two-part interview, we have partnered with the Rustin Times. So of course, I have Harry here with me. Thanks for joining me today, Harry. Introduce yourself for our audience.
Hi everyone, how's it going today? My name is Harry TA. I am the founder and editor-in-chief of the Rustin Times. It is a media platform that aims to elevate the conversation around LGBT plus issues in Nigeria. And I'm also the director of Defiance, Voices of a New Generation, and I'm so happy to be here.
Awesome. And with us, we have LGBTQ trailblazer, Bolu Okupe. Welcome. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm great. I'm blessed and highly favored. Life could not be better.
Awesome. Well, it is great to be on a Zoom call in a meeting like this with other, queer Black men who are out and, from places that we are not necessarily celebrated for being who we really are. Now, Olu, many of us know you from social media and news websites when you publicly disclosed your sexual orientation, or as the headlines read, came out as gay AF. But first, tell us about yourself. Who is Bolu?
Okay, sure. I guess I'll maybe try and give like a very quick, short little bio. So I'm 27 years old. I'm a Nigerian-born man. I live currently now in Paris, France. This is where I live and work. And I came out as gay on the 21st of January, and it seemed like that situation did go viral. And here we are. So I'm happy to answer or address any questions or comments you guys may have. So shoot.
Awesome. Go ahead, Harry.
Yeah, Bolu, I'm kind of familiar with your work over the years, but I wanted to just ask you, what made you decide to publicly make the declaration of your sexuality on the 21st of January? Was there any reason for that? Any special reason? Any backstory? Why was it important for you to do it on the 21st?
Very great question, and I'll be really honest. So earlier in January, maybe about 2 weeks before that, I had just done a Pride photo shoot. It was not really like anything that was planned or sort of like saying, okay, we're going to do this way. Like I had the rainbow shots already, and I was shooting with LGBT, also a gay photographer, and he had the Pride flag actually just in his house or something like that. And we just, okay, this might be a good idea if you hold it like this or you do this. And, obviously like, well, in my opinion, I feel like the pictures came out very nice. I feel like they came out well. So, I just decided to post it. And I think obviously what added to the whole virality of it was the caption, and if I'm really honest, it's not as if, it's not as if I was hiding my sexuality before, right? I wasn't exactly hiding it, but I think I had never just sort of like publicly maybe declared it. So I think maybe when I put that caption, it just sort of like, that's what made it explode. And, just to answer your question, Harry, what made you decide to sort of do that? Last year when the pandemic kicked off, right? I'm in France and there's a lot of deaths left and right. I know people whose family members, mothers, fathers, grandmothers who have just been dying a lot because it wasn't as bad as this before, because I think Italy was the leading country in death rates in Europe, but now France is really going up there, France and UK. So, and it just made me like, it put a lot of things into perspective for me. Like I was just thinking, you know what, like the world could maybe end tomorrow. We just don't know the future. We don't know what could happen. And it just sort of dawned on me like, you don't want to have spent your short time on this earth, because the thing about life, right? We only get one. There's no reset. There's no do-over. There's no go back to the last chapter. There's no like there's no time machine. You can't go back. And I feel like you want to just have spent your life being true to yourself. Like it took me a while to realize it, but I'm happy I realized it as when I did. I mean, it's never too late for anybody to start living their truth. So like I was saying, like you can never like go back or start again. So you want to maybe when you get to old age, be able to look back and be like, you know what, yes, I've lived a life that was worth living. Like I've lived true to myself and I've done what I wanted to do for myself. I've not conformed to society. I've not lived a fake life, because I feel like if you sort of like live your life being something you're not or pretending, in old age, I feel like you will look back with a lot of regret and bitterness. And, it's just not something that I wanted for myself. And also just to close up this question, I know that my situation is different from everybody's situation. Like, I'm going to be honest. I knew that being from the family I am, I did understand that it could have caused quite a little bit of a buzz. I'm not delusional. I know that. Obviously, I didn't imagine it would go as far as it did. I never imagined it would be as viral as it did. However, like, I just feel like, you know what? If my situation can maybe help one or two people, like, can maybe just inspire them to, you know what, live your truth and be who you are. That's fine. I never thought, like, I'll be honest with you guys, since I came out, I have maybe 10,000 emails, DMs, messages, whatever, from like gay, younger people, Nigerians, and not just Nigerians, like all over Africa, telling me like, wow, like that really gave me so much inspiration and courage to know that like I'm normal, I'm fine, I'm accepted to be who I am. Like, it really motivated me. So, you know, like, no matter what, I will do it over again, because it seems like it has had some kind of positive effect. And, you know, I just feel like in life, you just always want to make sure you've had a positive effect on the world if you can. So, yeah, I know I went off on a tangent, but I hope I answered your question.
You did answer the question. You did, and I, you know, I connect with that so much. And for many people, especially from the Caribbean, or, you know, from countries on the African continent, or from countries in Asia, many places, you know, who are LGBTQ, try to go to other places where they are able to live their life much freer, which, and, you know, many times we would really like to stay where we're from and, you know, really just do it there. But, you know, sometimes you're just not able to do that. So now you live in Paris.
Yes.
I think I know a little bit about this since I've done the same thing. But tell us a little bit about why you moved there, how long you've been there, and, you know, what that process was like to get there, and what being LGBTQ, you know, what being LGBTQ, how that impacted your decision to move and to stay where you are now.
Sure. So I left Nigeria in 2006. I was really young. I was 11 years old. I actually moved to the UK, and I spent 10 years in the UK. I did all my studies in the UK. I did my university bachelor's degree in the UK. And so I finished my studies, my first, I decided on where I want to do my master's. And I was just thinking to myself, in the future, I do think that I would love to go back to Africa, not just Nigeria. I see myself maybe doing a lot of work all over Africa, West Africa mainly. And to me, like, and this is like business or philanthropic work or anything of that nature. And to me, I posed the question to myself, like, what are the two languages that are spoken mainly in West Africa? Obviously, it's English and French. You know, I mean, there are some countries that maybe speak a little bit of a different language, but the main majority of the country speak English and French. So I decided to like maybe try and add French as a second language to my specifications, because I felt like it could help me out later on in life. This was one of the main reasons why I moved to Paris. So I did move, and I decided to come and do my master's studies in Paris. So I came here for my master's degree. I finished it from a decent school, and I was fortunate enough to be offered a good job after. So this is why I stayed in Paris, and I've stayed in France up till now. And in terms of like being LGBTQ, and did that impact my decision? I would say for a fact it did, because it definitely did. I know that if I was living in Nigeria, like, I'm not a delusional person. I know I may probably have not come out, because, you know, there's just different factors you have to consider. You have to consider your safety. You have to consider your family. You have to consider the people around you. Like, now I'm living in France. I'm working. I'm independent. I'm paying my own bills. Obviously, I'm in a situation where I can do whatever I please, because I feel like in life, once you pay your own bills, who can tell you anything? Nobody can tell you a damn thing once you like you're doing your thing and being independent. So yes, that definitely impacted my decision to want to stay in France. I know that not everybody has the same situation that I have had. And I know for a fact that maybe my situation is different from other LGBTQ Nigerians, because maybe I'm a little bit more privileged. And I recognize that, because I was able to study abroad and get a job and stay abroad. I recognize that not everybody will be in that same situation. So that's why, like, when people ask me, you know, should I come out? I always say, like, look, I think you should maybe, especially if you're in Nigeria, I think you should maybe like try and get some sort of like, try and wait. And especially if you're from a religious household or family and your parents are homophobic, just wait, get some form of financial independence, and then, you know, you can do whatever you want to do. I hope that answers your question.
Wise words. Harry, do you concur?
Definitely. I feel like for people who are queer, who are living on the continent, I mean, there are different factors to why people have to come out anyways, right? People come out for maybe they're outed and they have to just own up to it, or they decide that, okay, now is the time for me to actually leave by truth. Different reasons anyways. But I think what's most important is that be sure that it's what you want, and don't feel pressure that, oh, because you see A, B, C, D people out, you have to make a declaration. I just feel like just do what works best for you. You know, that's always my motto, and that's what I always tell people anyways when they ask me that.
I agree. Now, Harry and I have a few more questions, but for that, viewers will need to watch part 2 of this interview on the Rustin Times YouTube channel. The link is in the description. So Bolu and Harry, don't go anywhere. Viewers, thank you for watching. We hope you will like and share this video. Leave a comment and subscribe to the Team Rayceen YouTube channel, and follow Team Rayceen and the Rustin Times on social media. Importantly, please join us for part 2 on the Rustin Times YouTube channel.